know this, but The Black Phone has now become an original horror franchise, which I think makes this sequel way more impressive. Yeah, when the first entry came out back in 2021, many people found out afterwards that it was actually an adaptation of a short story from 2004, which could have possibly made its unique concept and execution just feel a little less special. However, the fact that the foundations of the premise are so heavily rooted in a practical setting with realistic characters makes a continuation of the story feel extremely warranted, needed, and now original. Yeah man, everyone who is saying that the concept of Black Phone 2 just looks like a Freddy Krueger ripoff really needs to take a step back and look at these movies for a second. You have these two established leads who can either speak to ghosts or see them in their dreams. So the fact that their now dead adversary is trying to get revenge by using these abilities just makes complete sense. And for our character's sake, I wish the psychological warfare had stopped there. But throughout the runtime, Gwen and Finn are just in this constant state of PTSD, not only from being terrified by the events of the past, but also in fear that they'll eventually become their parents, either inebriated or dead. And you are always feeling this emotional weight because of what has been the absolute standout aspect of these movies for me, Mason Thames and Madeline McGraw. An incredible young duo of actors that have such a palpable connection that honestly made me tear up just a little bit at the end of this film. I mean, between them and the atmospheric dread of loss and horror that the Super 8 footage is providing, Scott Derrickson has now created a world in this extremely saturated genre that truly stands out from the others, at least for me. And that is exactly why I think everyone should check this out in theaters and form their own thoughts.